What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, tonight was the highly anticipated showdown between four-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer, who is widely considered the face of the sport of boxing, top 10 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, and the undisputed super middleweight world champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez is now 60 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. He is 39 big wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. He took on 3-time junior middleweight world champion, who was the undisputed junior middleweight world champion, and widely considered to be top 10 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Jermell Ironman Charlo. Jermell Ironman Charlo is 35 wins now, 2 losses, 1 draw. He is now, Jermell Charlo is now 19 wins by way of knockout. He is 5'11" and a half with a 73.5-inch arm reach at 33 years of age. Jermell Charlo and Canelo Alvarez was a highly anticipated mega showdown, okay? And Jermell Charlo and Canelo Alvarez turned out not to be a competitive fight, as Jermell Charlo absolutely got dominated in this fight. Jermell Charlo lost arguably every single round in this fight, and he was dropped in the 7th round of this fight. Now, keep in mind, I did my fight prediction for this fight, and in my fight prediction for this fight, I stated that Jermell Charlo would get dropped in the 8th round, and Canelo Alvarez would win a unanimous decision. Well, I was wrong. Jermell Charlo got dropped in the 7th round, and Canelo Alvarez won a unanimous decision victory. So, with that said, this was a dominating performance. It was not close. It wasn't competitive. Jermell Charlo did not put his best foot forward. He wasn't aggressive. He wasn't assertive. He was very timid. And he was very cautious. And this sparked undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the undisputed welterweight world champion, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is now 40 wins, no losses, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout. He is 36 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Terence Crawford, he stated, coming off the biggest victory of his career, July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, when he defeated former unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer Earl the True Spence Jr., who is now 28 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 22 big wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. He defeated him July 29th, okay? It was seen to be a competitive fight. It was a highly anticipated fight if there ever were one in the last decade, the last 10 years. On paper, it was seen to be a 50-50 fight if there ever were one. And it turned out not to be a 50-50 fight. Terence Crawford dropped Errol Spence in the 2nd round, twice in the 7th round, and then stopped him in the 9th round. And with that said, Terence Crawford, he started to focus on what's next. And he stated that he wanted to fight the winner of Jermell Charlo Canelo Alvarez. Initially, he stated that his weight limit was going to be at 154 pounds. He wasn't going to go above 154 pounds. But he's since changed his mind, and he decided that, he was going to, he decided that he can definitely compete with Canelo Alvarez, Jermell Charlo winner, right? He felt like, his skill set, his talent, his athletic ability would be enough to compete with Canelo Alvarez, Jermell Charlo winner. And now we saw the winner. Canelo Alvarez was dominant in the performance against Jermell Charlo. And Terence Crawford responds to this. And Terence Crawford states that Jermell Charlo absolutely laid down. He packed it in. He didn't even try. He allowed Canelo Alvarez to spank him like he was his daddy, is what he stated. And he said, I'm all for looking into or having any type of interest in fighting Jermell Charlo. He said that, he's moving on, focusing on fighting Canelo Alvarez. And he said it wasn't even close. Congratulations to Canelo Alvarez for his performance. But at the end of the day, Jermell Charlo laid down. And when you watch the fight itself, so this is what Terence Crawford had to say, quote, "Congratulations to Canelo Alvarez. You made the so-called lion look like a baby cub." Then he said, quote, okay, y'all, I'm over Twin Charlo. He's no longer on my hit list. He went out there and laid down and let Canelo Alvarez spank him like he was his daddy with no type of resistance, end quote. So Terence Crawford has stated that, Jermell Charlo simply didn't put up much resistance. Jermell Charlo wasn't interested in competing in this fight. He was circling the ring, repetitively. He was pity-patting with his punches. He never committed to anything in this fight. He never sat down on his punches. He never tried to hurt Canelo Alvarez. He wasn't very active in the fight. He just simply came in and he, wasn't active, right? He was very passive. He wasn't even passive aggressive. He was just passive, right? He wasn't answering, responding to Canelo Alvarez. He was just circling the ring. He was getting caught with punches. He looked like a deer in headlights. He looked like a fish out of water. He looked like, he didn't belong in the ring with Canelo Alvarez. He looked timid, right? He was very hesitant. He didn't come to win. He didn't assert himself. He didn't force Canelo Alvarez to win the fight. He didn't force Canelo Alvarez to knock him down or knock him out. Canelo Alvarez was his normal aggressive self, coming forward, being aggressive, throwing punches at the arms, hitting what was available, what Jermell Charlo presented to him. And again, like Terence Crawford said, many people feel like Jermell Charlo laid down. He didn't commit not one round to this fight. He didn't commit to his jab, his hooks, nothing, right? At times he attempted to be, aggressive and try to stand his ground. It just wasn't in him tonight to do so. And that looked, very bad for Jermell Charlo, who's normally extremely aggressive. When you watch Jermell Charlo against Brian Castano, when you watch Jermell Charlo against Tony Harrison, when you watch Jermell Charlo against Austin Trout, when you watch Jermell Charlo against Hart Hatley, when you watch Jermell Charlo in these fights, he's way more aggressive. He fought like his temperament was for the buildup of this fight. His temperament for the buildup of this fight was very calm, and his demeanor was very subtle. And Canelo Alvarez was saying, where's the lion? Where's the aggressive? Where's the guy who's talking a lot, who's very aggressive? And Jermell Charlo was chalking it up to his growth, right? His maturity. And he was saying, I'm a much more mature guy. I'm much more mature person. That guy is still there, but what's the reason in bringing him out? I don't have a reason in bringing him out. So, he just simply was not aggressive, and his demeanor reflected his demeanor in the build-up, his demeanor in the press conference. It reflected that of the guy that we saw in the ring. He just simply was not aggressive. He was not assertive. He was not, he just didn't come to win. And so with that said, now Terence Crawford, he's looking to fight Canelo Alvarez, but obviously Terence Crawford has business to handle himself. He has a highly anticipated rematch with Errol Spence. Now, it's not too many people are interested in the rematch. They're interested in what is the negotiations, what weight classes are going to be in, the unknown with the rematch with Errol Spence, because the fight itself wasn't competitive. So many people are not very, very interested in seeing a rematch, because most people feel like the fight itself is going to play out in the same manner that, the first fight played out. But he's, Terence Crawford is contractually obligated to fulfill the rematch with Errol Spence. And Errol Spence activated the rematch clause. But Terence Crawford feels like he could dare to be great, feels like he could jump from 147 up to 168, challenge and beat Canelo Alvarez. He feel like his skill set is there, his hand speed, his athletic ability, his ring IQ, and the respective power that he has. So he feels like he can go up to, 168 and challenge and beat Canelo Alvarez, which would be a massive fight because of the interest, because of the fact that Terence Crawford is perceived to be the best fighter in the world, and Canelo Alvarez in mass is bigger than Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford can match him in skill set. There wasn't a lot special that we saw from Canelo Alvarez tonight. It was just that he was consistent. One thing you could say about Canelo Alvarez, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. He's consistent. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to throw his punches. He's going to attempt to hurt you. He's going to attempt to walk you down. He's going to be consistent. He's in the best shape that he can possibly be. And you're going to see the version of Canelo Alvarez you always see. Terence Crawford is a versatile fighter, switch from southpaw to orthodox. But again, he's a welterweight. So it's the interest, the intrigue to see what actually happens and how it actually plays out. But let's see what happens moving forward. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Your boy Blue. I'm signing off. I'm going. Peace.